And we are here. Welcome to Frost, bitches. Spawning in the northwest position as the yellow Protoss player from Team Root Gaming. It is Dr. Petraeus. puCK forgot what Ohana meant, because instead of a peaceful mining operation, he brutally murdered the only other living life form on that planet. And, yeah. His opponent in the southwest. Spawning as the blue Zerg player. From IVD Gaming, it is puCK, who has had a divorce officially requested of him. Let's see. That's right, bitches. You're watching the Kappa StarCraft League on Twitch TV. Logo feels like it's sideways, but it's okay. I'm okay with that. I got to see my logo officially on a map, my horrible logo. I guess I should switch the overlay in case some people lose their minds, and probably update the overlay. It's a good idea, Nathan. So puCK is up 2-1 in this best of 7. And yeah, we have about an hour till Pro League starts. So the rest of the maps can't be ones that will induce long games, because the Kappa StarLeague is meant to fill time and not steal your attention away from cooler things that are happening. Spawning pool opening from puCK. He's playing pretty macro-y again, like we saw Petraeus also do. This gateway opening. Petraeus has been gateway expanding. He's been cool. You know, he hasn't been doing anything, you know, ridiculously out of the way. And, well, I feel like this is a pretty standard opening from both players. So, I wonder, I feel like I wish I had a, you know, it's like sometimes you just want to really fuck with people. And because I wanted to see my logo out of my own, you know, my hubris to see the Kappa StarLeague logo on the map Frost. We are playing on a normal map, and I understand that this could come across as false advertising to those of you, my disciples of Kappa, watching. But I do wish I had like a switchboard where I could just make half these probes turn into banelings, neutral banelings, of course. That you just they held position and they disrupted your mining. But they didn't attack you, so that you would have to kill your own shit to kill them. Although I guess you just have to get a stalker out and move your probes away. So maybe make them invincible, only killable by probes. But that was a really random tangent. Stalker is on the way for Petraeus, though, and he doesn't know where puCK is yet. But of course he could scout. He's just going to build his Nexus, and puCK will actually scout this really, really fast. His Overlord's going to see the Nexus timing, and he should know that it's okay. I guess while we wait for this game to go, I could do the standard thing and like ask questions about my favorite type of rock or Pokemon, but I'm just gonna say everybody in the chat should spam the shit out of Kappa right now. A couple Zerglings moving out for puCK though, and ooh, wow, yeah, he's. How do you guys feel about the stronger team colors on this? I thought it was one of the most ridiculous, horrible-looking things ever when it originally came out, but I like the way, kind of, that it's done in Game Heart. Everything is very blue for puCK, and everything is very yellow. When I think about units that look awful, that you can't really tell what team they're on, I do usually think about the Mothership Core. This is probably one of the best units that benefit from this. But Stalkers also are really hard to tell what color they are in some maps. Particularly, I would say like Heavy Rain and Polar Night. If you have red versus blue, it can actually be really hard to tell who is who. But 2 gateways on the way. No tech from Petraeus, so he's just, you know, he's playing StarCraft, man. Wow, he's just playing normal StarCraft. What a nerd. So is puCK. Whatever happened to... Oh, actually, no. Never mind. Let me completely do a 180 on that. Let's just rewind. Petraeus, man, he's just playing really standard. What a nerd. And puCK, he is getting some really fast roaches out up in this bitch. And I love it. Maybe he's thinking Petraeus will bring another 2-base attack like he did on... Actually, that other map was so bad, I've already forgotten the name of it. Core Hall Compound. Maybe he'd do another attack like that. That would be kind of neat to see. puCK's going to go take a 3rd base, though. He's playing safe. But, yeah, he doesn't need the roaches to defend because, obviously, that's not coming. And I believe he saw the Stargate. He should have seen it. Maybe he thinks it's a gateway. Bewildered Spores. Okay. Good puCK. Good puCK. So, with the Spore Crawler in his natural, he should be okay. And Oracle should not insta-gib his mineral line, as it were. And, well... What else is he going to do? Let's find something interesting. Forge, double gas. Petraeus is just playing StarCraft. puCK is also playing StarCraft. And we are playing God. We can just see everything. You know, it kind of makes you wonder what kind of sick observer would watch like a giant battle like this unfold. Like who really is the observer, right? Like obviously we can see both players, but if as an observer, as a caster, we had to be something like that's maybe like above the planet that can see this, like all these little things happening between the two players, what would you be? I want to actually hear people's thoughts on that. Like, you think maybe we're just like a giant Leviathan that just watches all this happen? Because usually observers get Terran music and observers get Terran interface. So maybe we're like satellite feed from the UED, like we're actually watching from Earth, which would be really meta because I don't know about any you 900 viewers, but I'm watching this on Earth. So we've officially come up with the worst discussion topic to kill time ever. And I think that topic might just be bad and random enough that Tasteless and Artosis have not discussed it yet. So, some recommendations. Silver Surfer. That's pretty good. A giant Kappa head in the sky. Man, I'm surprised that the StarCraft lore never pointed out the giant fucking floating Kappa head in the sky that watches all the games. Oh, man. How do you retcon that one? It was a hologram that never faded away or something. It's like imprinted on some shards of Kala crystal. There you go, boom. That's where the fucking Kappa hologram came from that watches all the StarCraft games for us. Third Nexus is on the way for Petraeus. Oracle uses its Revelation Arena ability. Sees a Hydral, sends in production. Oh, by the way, yeah, there is a StarCraft game going on. This has been pretty standard from all the players. Pretty standard. Nothing unusual. Robotics base, just past halfway done. Zerglings are trying to breach the natural, but they're not allowed in. There's actually a lot of Zerglings here for puCK. This is a good 3-base timing. He has a reasonable amount of drones, a reasonable modicum of drones. And with this next wave finishing, he should be fine. But Petraeus also has to be feeling really good that he was able to take this 3rd base. He's been mostly uninhibited. And yeah, he's just doing his thing. Swarm hosts are on the way for puCK. Well, no. It's literally not true. Just an infestation pit. 1-1 for the ranged units. God, I hope we don't see swarm hosts on this map. It was okay on that really awful map because it was a really awful map, but on a normal map, I'm just like, shit, I don't know, man. I don't get paid. I mean, considering that I pay myself, I'm literally not being paid enough to watch giant swarm host fuckfests all night. But I don't think that'll be the case. I'm not that worried about it. And I don't mean to insult the giant swarm host fuckfests, just the amount of time that they consume. I think I saw like a screenshot while, by the way, nothing's really happening just yet, so we're just gonna shoot the shit for a little while. I saw a screenshot earlier today of like Grubby's stream, and I think the title was something along the lines of like "Fire Cake is at it again," and I saw, and it's just like Grubby, 3 screenshots of like 20 minutes into the game, 40 minutes into the game, and then an hour and a half into the game before Grubby was just like, "Fuck this," and GG'd out. And if you go back and look at the screenshot, the 3rd game, when you're playing an hour and a half long game, oh fuck, he's getting enduring locusts. I should just type in all chat, please. Just be like, no. Well, if this game goes on long enough, I'm just gonna be like, no, please, God, no. But you can just feel the pain. You look in somebody's face that's had to play a long game versus swarm hosts. You can actually see the years on their life draining away. It's worse than cigarettes, and I thought that's actually pretty impressive. There's only a few things that will shorten your life that much: loose women, cigarettes, and apparently swarm host games. Picks off this Oracle though. Nice grab for puCK. Is that actually the first loss that's happened in this game? Yeah, that was literally the first Protoss unit that's been killed, and we're 12 minutes deep into this game, guys. So buckle up. Raise your dongers if you have any. Actually, you know what? I wouldn't say raise all your dongers, though, because this game could go on really long. So I'd say maybe, like, raise 1/4 of them, and then when we hit the 30-minute mark, raise, like, the next 1/4. And then once we hit the hour mark, just raise the rest of them. Go, I don't know, beat someone up, take theirs as well, and just then raise them. Because if you raise them all now, you're probably going to get really tired. Or as an alternative exercise, you could all raise your hands in real life and just see how long you go. Not that I really care. But oh look, the Zerglings are attracted to the Kappa. So the Swarm Host upgrade is just about done. We haven't seen any Swarm Hosts on the map yet, though. So I still believe there might be a god. All these Hydralisks are going to get wrecked. Ouch. Hydralisk got wrecked. Void Ray's on the way as well, so he's still getting some potential air-based composition. And puCK has secured a 4th base. He's mining away. 8 roaches on the way. Man, 14 minutes actually passed really fast. So this is why we talk about Battletoads. And picks off these roaches. puCK's donating a couple of units. I like this. You know, after the Ohana thing, he's like, okay, well, I'm gonna give you a few more. Let's give you some donations. Petraeus, you know, Petraeus doesn't actually get a lot of viewers on his stream. So this is also my way of saying, hey, you should probably go find Petraeus' stream. But I would be amiss to say I actually don't know the link to it. So just go to his Twitter, @RootPetraeus, and go to puCK's, @puCKSC2. Because it's wrong to not mention players' Twitters whenever you get a chance. Roaches, step forward. They take a glimpse at death. Man, these roaches are so blue. God, I feel like I'm watching the United Nations army, which, you know, it's funny because it's not technically an army, but they're all heavily armed to the teeth anyway. Oh, pulls a couple Colossus back, and by that I mean one. The golden shower of force fields comes upon him. That orange time warp. And I don't know if this is like, yeah, I guess it's like a Stalker Super Saiyan, really, right? Look at it standing in the time warp like that. I guess Super Saiyan's probably a less disgusting way to look at it. This Overlord. Oh, no. Yep. Okay, no, he's good. puCK still has a mostly Roach Hydra-based army. Vipers are sucking away the health on this this hive. And he still's not built any Swarm Hosts. I'm kind of waiting to see the Swarm Hosts. There's not too many Colossi, so they'd still be useful in this situation. But those Vipers, man, they are at risk. Feedback will probably just kill both of them if he gets them. There's no Storm research yet, though, so if puCK can get an engagement here, it might actually work before the rest of the Colossi arrive. And he's got a good spread. He's got a good arc. Oh, my God, Tasteless. He's coming in. He's got the spread. The Viper's not able to get the abducts, though, and he's being pushed back. Actually, that's like the wrong person that would be shouting. Roach is here, attacking a gateway. And puCK's building 33 roaches. Wait, what happened? He has +2 missile attacks and +3 carapace researching. Did he get +1 melee? No, I'm just crazy, I guess. puCK might have only opened with 1 evolution chamber. Maybe I'm blind. Take another base in the bottom left. And the roaches are here. They know where the party's at. Doing a little jig. And double Colossi production. This is actually a really large amount of Colossi from Petraeus, and I actually like the decision to throw in some Corruptors. Killing the Colossi very quickly will be hard, but even Swarm Hosts in low numbers cannot hold an army like this away for very long, especially once the next couple Colossi come out. And all the Roaches and Hydras are doing the flank. They're going for the flanks, grabbing a Colossus. And this is really nice. I think puCK could almost throw away most of this army and just start switching into Mutalisks. These roaches are trying to go for a run-by into the natural. Zealots get warped in to deny them access. No solicitors, says Petraeus, and he will pick those off. He's grabbed the kills. All the roaches are in the top right. Oh, snap. No pylons here means no reinforcements. And look at this. puCK's like, yeah, go save that base. And I'll dive into the other one. And oh, look at that. 20 Mutalisks in production for puCK. He knows how to mess with the Protoss. Petraeus is suddenly getting a taste of what makes every Protoss player want to, I don't know, like just quit the game, and that is Mutalisk switches. Well-executed Mutalisk switches are maybe the only thing that we have to perform the same mental warfare on Protoss that Protoss imposes onto Terran. So I actually love watching this happen versus Protoss. He does save the top right base, and his army's coming. Oh no, Petraeus sees there's a Mutalisk, and I think this could be a sign of things to come. 13 more Mutas are on the way. He does need to watch the rally. Zealots are getting into the southeast base, and he's going to deny the mining of the gas, which is really, really big deal. He needs this, you know? He's fighting for it, but the Mutalisks are going to try to unpower and or kill the Stargate, which is really all he needs to do, because I don't think there's... Okay, there is Blink. I'm just blind. And, oh, no, the Hydras and Roaches actually get to kill a couple of these Stalkers. He needs the Colossi here to fight against this. If puCK can snipe this Nexus, that would be muy bueno. But there's actually no real answer to the Mutalisk sitting on top of his base. How many Stalkers? Only 18 Stalkers versus 34 Mutas. There's 5 High Templar. Archons are good, but they're really hard to catch. Zealots are going for the Hive. Tons of Zerglings are streaming out. And guess what? These Zerglings have +3 armor, motherfucker. They ain't going to get 2-shotted. And with the Mutalisk support, they should be able to hold this off. puCK's still in that third base. He's trying to snipe. What? Petraeus! You're killing your own Nexus! Oh, shit. Well, that's not good. Petraeus killed his own Nexus. I was going to say 4 Roaches, man. They're not that strong. And he's trying to pick off the rest of these Stargates that are being warped in by Petraeus. Gets 1 Stargate. Oh, no, kill it. Actually, he's going to fight the, he's just going to kill these Stalkers first. He's like, yeah, actually, you realize I don't actually need to just sit here and take this from you. I don't need to take this from you. There's some Templar with their storms coming, but it won't be enough. And, oh, he's just going to try to kill this last Stargate before Phoenix can even pop out, and he will kill it. 1 Phoenix escapes. There's the first storm. Golden showers hitting everything right now. Storming himself, even. He doesn't care. Colossi won't have any more use in this game, but he'll kill a lot of the Mutalisks, so hey, he's got that going for him, which is pretty nice. puCK still has the base in the southeast. He's built a Baneling nest there for whatever reason, but he's got a Baneling nest. Yeah, and a couple of Zealots are going to go to the southeast. This base is just sitting here, you know, it's bleeding out. It's that time of the game, you know. But the pylon in the center of the map gets killed as well for puCK. And he spread his creep all over our Kappa. And the Zealots will kill this base. But Petraeus is kind of boned right now because these Mutalisks can beat his army pretty easily. All he needs to do is not walk into 2 simultaneous storms while holding position over a single hex and being hit by the Void Rays and Stalkers. So, let's see if he does that. He does have a healthy Muta count though, and these Mutalisks have +2 attacks, so they're quite beefy, you know. And here he comes. Oh, he's just trying to snipe everything. Where are the storms? There they are, and he's dodging them. Oh, there are so. Oh, actually, a bunch more Templars showed up. This is rough. He's spread the Mutas quite well, but puCK. Oh, he's actually losing a lot of these. puCK's lost all the Mutas. Oh no. Did I say puCK was gonna win this game? puCK played really well, but I'm starting to think that he might not. This game is getting a little bit out of control. Yeah, puCK's going to get some drones over to this base on the right, but I don't think he has an answer to this anymore. Some Zerglings trying to counter-harass. There's really only 1 base that's mining for Petraeus at the moment. But 4 Mutas, and there are 2 +3 Archons in this mix. I think Petraeus has done it. Wow. I didn't think there was any way puCK could lose this game. And then Petraeus just, man, he force-fed him those storms. Technically speaking, puCK still has bases on the map. He can try to squeeze out a few more units. He's getting some Infestors. I'd love to see him get burrowed Infestors, even though there's an Observer here. And just, like, do something crazy. Yikes. That queen got fried. And Petraeus is going to go kill puCK's stuff. What does puCK do in the meantime? Another Zergling counterattack to the natural. Not bad idea. There is an Archon with some Stalkers here and a Mothership Core, so puCK cannot harass this third base. But he can harass this natural, and that's really nice because there's 2 gas geysers not mining, and there's actually still all 8 mineral patches. So this is just annoying, and really, really annoying. And puCK is just kind of hoping, I guess, right now that Petraeus messes up somewhere. He's spreading out some drones. I guess he's going to try to take some additional bases somewhere over the rainbow. Take spread out bases and harass with the Mutas as much as you can. And of course we see these Zealots are just not anywhere near as effective when they do not have that upgrade advantage that they so honestly have. Typically have. And yeah, Nexus gets picked off. So let's see here. Petraeus, he's warping in some Zealots. Oh, gets on top of the Zerglings of puCK. And puCK won't be able to kill that Nexus off, but he's building a hatchery in the northeast. And the time it takes for Petraeus to kill off puCK's stuff, he's actually amassed, quite a palpable bank. All he has that's left over of his tech, though, is an evolution chamber, so he can't build anything. He's actually just sitting here banking to gas. And he does not have a lair anymore. He does not have an infestation pit. He does not have any reason. He actually can't build anything except banelings right now. which is really funny to think about because we joked about him having that baneling nest earlier. So eventually Petraeus will make his way to the southeast, and puCK is going to have to evacuate the dance floor. There's no ifs, ands, or buts, or coconuts, or whatever you used to say in middle school after you said that, I guess, in this situation. Okay, he's baiting him back. This is really nice. If he can hold him away a little bit longer, because once this spawning pool is done, that means no more lair. He can at least wait for one of these bases to finish and turn one of these into the lair. I think he needs to make this a lair right now because he will lose everything here. I'm certain of it. Oh, the storms drop. This is good. Utilize... What was that sound? Jesus. Oh, it was a critter dying. I think that was fucking high pitched. Wow, man. Okay, so... What is he building here? More pylons. I'm more surprised, actually, that Petraeus hasn't tried to take another base, but I guess it would be harassed. And he's keeping Petraeus away. He's actually doing it. Petraeus is not willing to engage these Mutalisks, and puCK just needs to sit back and let him abuse that tissue regeneration ability. And now we have the lair. I think this hatchery will die. I still think there's no way that puCK can save this base, but he's just trying to stall out. And he's just stalling and stalling and stalling. He's installing, you know, windows or something like that. But just 2 infestors and some spines. The problem here, as a couple more Mutalisks get shaved off, and that actually could just be it here. The problem is that Colossi outrange literally everything that he has on the ground, and he's just going to kill. He's going to move through this. puCK is at 40 supply, and I think Petraeus is going to be able to even out this series. Last fungal hits, and GG Petraeus ties this series up 2-2. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are